A $2.4 million net worth can still leave you one income interruption away from a forced decision. Net worth measures what you own after debt. It does not tell you how quickly usable cash disappears when income stops. The number is not mathematically wrong. It is incomplete. In this lesson, you will run 4 filters over the same balance sheet and find the month when financial freedom turns. From a slogan into an operating fact. The framework is the liquidity runway. First, count the full balance sheet. Second, separate what is actually accessible. Third, calculate the cash burn after income disappears. Fourth, divide accessible resources by that burn and measure the result in months. Take a synthetic household with $730,000 of home equity, $610,000 in retirement accounts, a $760,000 private business stake, $215,000 in a taxable portfolio, and $85,000 in cash. The headline is impressive, $2.4 million. Filter 1 is counting. Keep every asset and liability in the picture because hidden debt still consumes cash. But do not confuse a complete inventory with an emergency resource. Counting tells you scale. It does not yet tell you choice. This is why the balance view matters. Cash, financial assets, property, vehicles, and liabilities do not behave the same way. WealthMap keeps those categories visible together without pretending that a house, a bond, and a checking account are interchangeable. Filter 2 is access. In this illustration, cash and the taxable portfolio are usable, but the household reserves $30,000 for taxes and selling friction, plus $42,000 for near-term debt. The accessible planning pool falls to $228,000. Accessible does not mean guaranteed. A taxable portfolio can fall before you sell. A business stake may take months to exit. Retirement money can carry restrictions or tax consequences. The honest approach is to model more than one access scenario, not crown one estimate as truth. Filter 3 is burn. Fixed living costs are $9,400 a month. Debt payments add $2,100. Insurance and tax add $1,500. Passive income offsets $1,600. Net burn is $11,400 each month. The cash flow view makes that pressure visible. Income and expense totals matter, but so do timing, fixed commitments, and recurring debt service. A strong net worth can sit beside a weak monthly surplus, and the balance sheet alone will not warn you. Filter 4 is time. Divide the $228,000 accessible pool by $11,400 of monthly burn. The liquidity runway is 20 months. That is a very different answer from $2.4 million. Here is the twist. Net worth rises from property appreciation, while runway falls because the household upgrades the home, adds debt, and increases fixed costs. The metric you celebrate can move up at the exact moment your freedom moves down. The villain is not wealth, it is timing. Mortgage resets, tuition, tax bills, and business capital calls arrive on dates. An annual average can look comfortable, while a 6-month cluster of obligations creates a liquidity cliff. On a dense ledger, you should inspect the lower rows, pause on the liabilities and cash flows that matter, then return to the decision point. The motion is simple, but it prevents a polished headline from hiding the structure underneath. The useful dashboard is not one giant number. It is net position, cash flow, debt timing, asset mix, and runway in the same operating view. That is the specific problem ArkStella-WealthMap is built to help you see. No dashboard can predict your next sale price, tax bill, or market return. WealthMap is a model, not a guarantee. Its value is that your assumptions are visible enough to challenge and update when a job, debt, city, or life goal changes. Your next action takes 15 minutes. List the whole system. Mark what is accessible within 30 days. Calculate the net burn if active income stops. Then test a base case, a stressed case, and a delayed sale case. A $2.4 million net worth is useful. 20 months of liquidity runway is actionable. Wealth is not only a number, it is how long your choices last. Which asset in your own system is hardest to turn into usable time? Start free at wealthmap.arkstella.com.